Hi everyone. Today the topic that I will speak, I consider that is very important because I see that all the persons consume information all the moments, but consume information all the moments, but don't pass time to process the information, how to apply in the life is practically mental masturbation. And, and in other case, however, I do that. I do that. So I think that it's very necessary to consume the information about that you need to do this in that moment, and then you can think about how can I apply this information in my life? How can I improve? How how this information will improve in my life? How can I get a better skills with this information? So I think the topic that I will speak is you need to pass more time with the nature because you practically more focus on the information, no, that you want to apply in the life because I am agree with that information that is if you consume the information it's because you will consume it will you will is why you will use this that information that is very necessary in your life because you want to improve your life. So for that reason I consider that it's very important. No, well, I will speak about this. The first point that I will speak is you will have less stress. Well, first, pass time with the nature is very essential. So I confirm that when you pass more time uh, with the nature and think about how to get a more focus or how can no no I confuse. If you pass more time with the nature when you want to process the information, for example, as your example, you you look at video or you saw a video about how can I get or how can I improve my finance, my sales and that. I am very sure, I am very sure that you will get a more conclusions and more results if you start to think in a nature. For example, you get out to a park, sit down in a bank and start to think how can I apply that in my life and how can I improve in that than if you sit down in your just in your place without all the distractions. Well, no, uh, you practically deconcentrate or have more distracts. In other case, you won't have distracts or you can distract with because your focus is more important than promedio of the people. But I am very agree with that. That if you pass time in a nature when you have a good idea or have a good conclusion for to improve your life in a nature is more effective than you pass more time in your house, no, in your room and that. In other case, it's different about to get more information, no. For example, if the information that you want to get is you have to work in the Excel, so you have to use a computer in this moment. So obviously necessary to stand back or to pass time in your own, no, that in the nature. But is the idea or of that you want to improve in your life is about just to think how can I apply the information in my life. So I think it's more effective to pass more time in the nature. I think that the other point is you will have more and big ideas. I am agree with that because um, when you pass more time in the nature and I start to think how can I implicate that information in my life, practically you will get more ideas because I don't know, but when I pass the time in the nature when I get idea, practically Being honest, practically I feel more peace with me, more peace with me. I felt that my soul peace with me, and it's very energetic because when I pause, and part of that, when I pass more time with the nature, I feel more energetic than I pass more time in my room. No, I don't know uh, who could be, for example, the sand, the other people, the kids that I see how to play, or any other factors. I am, but I am very agree with that. Uh, I am very sure. I mean, well, in this moment, I read my audio for Baltanet in my terraza with the sun, with the aire, and it's very relaxed for me. Practically, I felt more focused in that. I felt more expressive with that than if I record for me in my room. I think that is other level. It's other thing. It's other thing. I think it's more effective. More effective when you work in the nature than in the room. I think that is more effective. And well, in past, I like to pass more time in the nature when the sun get out or when the sun is more present in the day because I get more testosterone and it's very fabulous, fabulous. And well, go to the point. You will have more big ideas. I am very sure about that because you pass more time with different any factors for the nature, no? The streets, the sun, the clothes. You will feel more relaxed and you reduce your cortisol. So in that case, I am very agree, no? You will have a more idea when you have more peace with you and reduce your cortisol. It's naturally, it's natural. You will have um, take better decision, and that's it's in my opinion. And another case that I will speak is naturally you will want to socialize with that people. It's because when you when you I grow I will give you an example in my personal experience. I remember when in pandemic when I passed more time in my room, practically uh, the one of socializing with different people, we reduce, we reduce, no, reduced practically. So when I remember that on 2022, I practically don't socialize with different people on my school, no, practically. It's very affect to me my social side and that. But I remember that when on 2023 I started to pass more time in the nature, I increased my social skills. Well, for the moment I don't pass time with the nature because uh, I have to recognize organize my already. Take me an hour, 1 hour, or 1 hour will have minutes to pass time in the nature. Just go to a park, sit down in a bank, and start to think, or start with, start with the present. And well, how I said you before, when I started to get out more with the nature, practically I want to socialize with different people. It's very incredible. It's very a big benefit for me. I am very sure that if you decide to pass more time with the nature, you will have this benefit, no? Well, it depends on your courage and that's your social skills, no? But that want us to socialize with different people is you will have that. Uh, for finally point is you will appreciate more the present, more the present. In that case, I agree with that because I remember when I started to pass more time with the nature. Practically, I appreciate more the moments of the present. No, for example, to with my friends, with my family, uh, with the nature, mm, and I see the things with other perspective, with different perspective. I say me all the moment. Uh, the nature is very beautiful. The world is very beautiful. Always, always the world was very beautiful, and in this moment and in the future. And I am very agree with that because thank you for that, and thank you for that. I changed my mindset. I appreciate thank you for the nature. I appreciate more my present, my family, my friends, my girlfriends, and different other case. It's very fantastic. It's very fantastic. Just with a simple fact to start to get out and think about your life and what you improve in vez de consume the information like crazy and don't and don't take action is very better. For being honest, it's better. It's more better. I will tell you experience personal. Well, I remember that when I was 16 years old, 17 years old, I really don't pass time with the nature. I really don't like it because I say me is in vano. I won't improve in my life. But well, I started to well, I got the opportunity to pass time with the nature. I really be conscious about that. That this is benefits. It's very fantastic, for being honest. I really like about that. I really love that. Love. Well, for the moment, I don't pass more time with the nature that I did in the past, no? When the last years or the last months, and that's. But I will take this habit in this week. Although, al menos two per week or three per week, just because I would say that pastime with the nature is very necessary. And well, thank you.